Hello ladies and gents, today on Let's Play Monster Hunter Try, we're going to collect some mushrooms. But first, allow me to bring your attention to the non-existent black portals around the screen that you probably didn't notice. Yeah, they're gone. Awesome, ain't it? Yes sirree, this is going to be a great start. So anyway, yeah, welcome back to Monster Hunter Try. I'm Captain Vulgarity. We gotta collect some mushrooms. Which is, yeah, not exactly the most exciting start to our quests. Because apparently slaying like, half a dozen Jaggy wasn't enough for them to recognize any kind of hunting skills. So we gotta play by their rules, smile and nod, and we're gonna start, we gotta start by hunting some mushrooms for some old bitch overseas. Oh, Monster Hunter. You're like a Bullfinger. You take so long to get going, but as soon as you go, you mow down everything in your path. So yeah, here's the camp tutorial for quests. She's basically talking about 3 important things that happen in camp. 1, the blue box right here is the supply box. This is where you get your supplies for the beginning of the mission. It's also a good place to get some free stuff, like paintballs and maybe some ammo if you're a bow gunner who's interested. I didn't get the paintballs because I'm a dumbass. Over here we have the red box, which is the supply box where you deliver shit if you're on a gathering quest. And the bed is where you can either sleep to restore all your health, or end via subquest if you've completed a subquest but you don't feel like completing the main quest, or you're in deadly danger of failing. One other thing that I forgot to mention that's in the supply box is a map, which you can use to help you guide you through the areas of whatever area you're in. But I'm not going to be using them because they take up too much of the screen, and I know every one of these areas like the back of my hand. So we're gonna be leaving out the map, except for like maybe to demo 1 or 2 things. All right. So anyway, you know those little bug things that I mentioned before, the Alteroth? They actually help out on this mission with one of the subquests. And we already found a unique mushroom. My pouch is already full of blue mushrooms, so you can only carry like a certain amount, so like 10 blue mushrooms, so can't overfill your pouch. So yeah, I actually found a choice mushroom right there, which is for one of the subquests. Interesting thing about subquests during Monster Hunter, in Monster Hunter, more like a necessity and a no. You need to if you want to get the rewards for a subquest, you have to obviously complete it before you complete the main quest. You can't just like, oh, here's my 5 unique mushrooms, then here's my one choice mushroom. Oh wait, no, god damn it, silver! And anyway, yeah, you wouldn't get the 500 for that, and you'd just feel like an idiot. So yeah, complete your subquest beforehand, and you'll be a happy camper. Otherwise, you'll just feel like a dumbass. Yeah, by the way, getting choice mushrooms is nothing compared to getting ripened mushrooms. Getting 2 ripened mushrooms is one subquest for this quest, and the other is a choice mushroom. Choice mushroom's just like a super rare kind of mushroom that you can pick from anywhere. Ripened mushrooms involve letting these guys eat mushrooms till their bellies engorge, till their abdomens, engorge like that. And then raining down hell upon them. Hell yeah. Teach that motherfucker who's boss. Because you'll want to. Relish it now while you can, because these guys will be up your ass for the rest of the game. By the way, insect husk, the most useless item in the game. Just FYI. So yeah, you notice those sparkly things that I picked up the insect husks from? Those are what Monster Hunter calls shiny drops. The shiny drops, they can give you from a wide range of items, but what we're looking for is a ripened mushroom to pop out of one of those guys, because apparently they're like the moss swine and they know how to pick mushrooms better than us. But I mean, if you start killing one, they're all gonna stop trying to collect mushrooms and attack you. In which case, you have to kill them all, leave the room again, come back in, blah-de-da-de-da-de-da. Fun times, huh? Gathering quests. Yeah, it's a slow start, but it gets a lot better as it goes along, and you'll never want to go gathering when you're in Monster Hunter again. Now, the thing is, if you don't kill these guys within a certain time limit after they've eaten, or, well, basically, once they've eaten, they'll try to retreat back to their whatever little alcove they spawned from. Like, usually it's a bush or something in the side, and if they get to that point, they'll despawn, and you won't be able to harvest them for the ripened shrooms. So yeah, this mission, that subquest is a pain in the ass. This mission, not so much. All you have to do is kind of hang around areas 2, 3, maybe 2 and 3, basically. Maybe what is it? Maybe 7 if you're feeling if you're really low on, like if you are totally unlucky with unique mushrooms, or you're not using leather, which you should be. See, I already wiped out all the mushroom points in that area, and it will take them a while to spawn back, so obviously we're not going to be spending that much time on this quest. I'm going to try and get them ripened mushrooms done, but, you know, if it takes too long, I'm just going to say screw it. So yeah, that's how you complete a subquest. You just select it when you go to the delivery box, and you can also partially complete a subquest, like just put in 2 mushrooms or whatever, empty your pouch for now, and then go back out and get your stuff. And that also, when you finish a subquest, you are resupplied with more items. Like it gave you. Sometimes these are really, really useful items, like traps, bombs, stuff like that. We'll get into those a little later when we start hunting bigger monsters. For now, let's see. For now, huh? Yeah. For now, let's just try and get these ripened mushrooms. I never go hunting for bugs, so it's probably a good idea at this point in the game. Having a post-game level capped character is just it spoils you a whole shit ton. It spoils you a lot. And yeah, I'm gonna be wanting those soon enough when I start fighting the tougher monsters, but till then I'm gonna have to rely just on my abilities as a weapons user. If you guys want me to switch weapons at any point, well, I think I'm just... Well, for now... Actually, I think I'm going to keep the greatsword for... Hey, look, I KO'd that motherfucker. I think I'm going to keep the greatsword just to get through these training-esque missions, quote-unquote, and then when we start fighting the bigger monsters, I'll start taking weapon requests. And that's probably when the videos will be a lot shorter, unless I do group requests or something like that. But yeah, we'll go into detail about that a little more later. So much laterness in this game. Ooh, it must be very deep. It is very deep. Monster Hunters addicted people to the point of playing for like thousands of hours online, creating multiple HR 999 characters, and I just look at that and I think, whoa, people are ridiculous. So yeah, screw it. We're done completing the quest. Forget the ripened mushrooms. No one cares. No one cares. It'll just basically all it does for completing that subquest is a little extra money and a few more reward items. Now we'll get to reward items in a bit because that's about to pop up. Warward. I have a glandular problem. So yeah, here's the reward items right here. You basically get free items for completing the quest, which is totally awesome. Cause you can either use those for combining stuff, or you can use those to you can just sell them to get some money, make some more stuff. But I mean, you'll make a lot more money doing quests than you ever will just farming out in Moga Woods. That's kind of the benefit and the downfall of it. Yeah, you have a time. Yeah, quests have a time limit and a death count, which I'll explain. Well, basically, you have 3 shots. If you die 3 times, your quest is over. You get no reward, and you don't get any contract feedback. If you beat the quest, you get double your contract feedback, plus the amount, plus the reward amount posted, minus however many, minus 1 divided by 3 how many times you died. So if you died once, you lose 1/3 of your reward. If you died twice, you lose 2/3 of your reward, and so on. But you still get double your contract feedback. You have to pay a little bit, as I don't believe I explained that. You have to pay a little bit for your contract fee in order to initiate a quest. Alright, which quest did I pick again? I completely forgot. Oh well, let's see if I can find what we're doing here. Picked another, yeah, it was a gathering. I remember it being green. Green quest icons are gathering quests. For those of you online people who don't know that, or just completely don't pay attention at all. Either way, I think it was, yeah, Kelbi, that's right. Kelbi! Now I gotta talk about Kelbi. Alright, Kelbi are kind of an interesting small monster to harvest because there's 2 distinct ways to kill them, quote-unquote kill, and get items from them. The first way is with the great sword, is to utilize the technique of kicking and side smacking, or as I like to call it, the cock slap. And the second way, as I'm about to demonstrate now, is simply just annihilating them. If you kill them, you're more likely to get one of 2 items: raw meat or warm pelt. You can get a Kelbi horn from a kill carve, but you're much more likely to get one from a stun carve, which is what you get if you use that, or if you use the hammer. If you use like the medium level hammer charge, Like, I can show them with different weapons later on, but for right now, basically what you do on the Classic Controller Pro here is you press plus, which is to kick, and then you press X, which is the vertical attack button, shortly afterward, and you'll do that side slap. You can I believe I've also demonstrated it, that you can do the side slap after you've done one vertical attack. It's part of a combo string that competent great sworders use. Fail. It's kind of how greatsword works. You're gonna fail a lot, unless your anticipatory skills are absolutely pin perfect and you really know how to take your time. But I haven't seen anybody who's American who can do that better than I can. I mean, somebody might be able to. It's entirely possible, but I haven't seen many other people that are really as good at greatsword as I am. And that's not gloating. I mean, greatsword's kind of one of the less overpowered weapons in Monster Hunter Tri. So yeah, we finished the quest. I'm done. Don't want to... The funny thing about Kelbi is when you knock them out, it doesn't count as a kill, quote-unquote, unless you actually carve them. Or until they just get up and run away. But they give you some time to carve them. It's kind of quirky. You might have noticed that when I completed the subquest, which was Slay 5 Kelbi. Yay! Fanfare! Quest down, a whole shit ton to go. You people bored yet? So am I, so let's hunt something. Let's actually go out and kill something. That sounds like a splendiferous idea. This quest also gives you a health horn, which is interesting. I mean, I personally think health horn is useless, but... like, compared to stuff like life powder, but, you know... If you're really in a jam and you don't want to spend too much money on... Oh, I don't know. If you're really in a jam and you don't want to spend too much money on like life powder and potions, you could use a health flute, but it's next to useless in a real-time standpoint. And by real time, I mean combat standpoint. Because if you're using a health flute to try and heal somebody while they're dead, while they're like near dead and about to be attacked, odds are it's usually too little too late. But for offline, it's not bad. It's just completely inferior to actual potions. Yeah, you gotta go back to your box frequently if you want to, as you gather items out in Moga Woods or on quests, it's good practice to just go back to your box and put your stuff away. That's kind of hard offline, because the box isn't right there next to the quest gate. But yeah, it's still relatively easy. And you can even, unlike in Monster Hunter 1, you can actually forge stuff with items that are in your box. You don't have to like take them out and bring them all the way over to the smithy shop to make them. That seemed like an unnecessary realistic touch. It's just, yeah. So I'm glad they fixed that in this game. So yeah, Jagia. Time to get some good jaggy mats. Mats, aka materials. I use a lot of shorthand. I failed my book report when I was 5. Anyway. God, that commercial's so stupid. It's kind of charming, but it's kind of incredibly not able to happen. IMO. I don't see how a little 7-year-old could learn that much internet lingo and use it IRL. Haha. So yeah, I forgot one of the... So yeah, subquest here, slay 10 Jaggy. Easy enough, though my weapon isn't quite that powerful. Like, some people would probably tell me I should probably use a bone blade because I'm a great sworder and attack power matters most of all. But I like the iron sword because I'm killing a lot of enemies and I don't like using extra whetstones. I just love having sharp weapons. It's a personal preference. Yeah, as you can see, I'm trying to practice more of the anticipatory movements of greatsword, where I might look like I'm about to swing and hit nothing, but I'm actually expecting them to run up and attack me. And that's one of the main keys to using a greatsword. And kill him with a kick, of course. Look at me, I'm so fucking badass like Jet Li. I'm a jaggy kung fu fighter. Yeah, that's one of the main things about greatsword. Somebody who's using a greatsword and infinite comboing might look like they know what they're doing to some people. Dramatic turnaround. Boom! Fatality. Anyway. People who use a greatsword properly online, it's kind of funny the way I see it. People who use a greatsword online are actually less like they know what they're doing than people who are online using infinite spamming with a greatsword, and they act like they look like they do know what they're doing because they're hitting the monster more. But in reality, it's the opposite. If you're a greatsworder, you really, really should need to learn the timing for the charge slash. Otherwise, you will never use it effectively, and you will do nothing but piss people off when you upswing them. It's just... Yeah, like, see there, I anticipated the Jaggy would walk up to me and attack. And... hey, lo and behold, my guess was right. And don't get me wrong, you don't have to full charge your greatsword all the time, but even a level 2 charge is better than just running up, slashing, side swipe, upswing, / side swipe, whatever the fuck you want to do when you spam an infinite combo. Like here. This is basically what an infinite combo looks like. You swing the blade around like a caveman. I call it, personally, caveman style. Because it's like swinging a club around without any kind of precision or proper technique. Basically, you're a retard if you infinite combo spam with the greatsword. At least that's the way I see it. But I am a greatsword Nazi, so... no, hate all you want. I know I'm right. Step forward, step forward. No! It just sits there like a fucking coward. And when you go to carve... Oh, bam! Sucker! Jagia can also do that thing, which is annoying, that body slam. That'll get in the way during a lot of big monster fights. Apparently the Jagia are actually female, like Jaggy females. They have a lot. They're bigger. They have a lot more health, and they have a few more nasty attacks. But that's just the young Jaggy males we're talking about. The Jaggy females, actually the Alpha Jaggies, the Great Jaggy, are a lot bigger than these Munchkins here. Mystery bone for no reason, yay. They're actually useful if you plan on enhancing. Mystery bones are actually useful to collect if you plan on enhancing the leather set later on. Yeah, they're really useful if you plan on enhancing the set later on, but... Mystery bones are useful for enhancing the leather set later on. Let's just leave it at that. As well as Kelbi. And you'll notice that you actually have a lot longer after a hunting quest before you are forced to return to the village. You actually have a full minute versus 20 seconds. Which is good if you came here, you know, mostly to farm materials from certain monsters. So say, yeah, like I just killed those Jagia, but I want some more Jaggy scale / Jaggy hide. Well, I just killed these Jaggy right here with the time I have left. Run, 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 carve! I can almost feel it going off. My egg timer is going off. Bang! My monster egg timer. The egg timer I use in my head that signals when the quest is about to be over. Meaning basically I use the music as a cue. Once it goes through like 3 loops, you're done. So yep, gather everything you can. I'm already starting to rake in some nice dough. As soon as I save up enough, I should be able to actually afford some better combat armor. And that will be so fucking awesome. Because I'm sick and tired of using leather. But it works for gathering, so it's not entirely bad. I love that old dude. He's great. So you'll notice I can actually make the Jaggy Van braces and guards, but nothing else. No other part of the set. I'm actually missing some specific pieces from a certain Jaggy monster later. The Great Jaggy that will actually cause... Like, you have to collect certain pieces of armor. Like certain materials for pieces of armor to appear in the smithy. Well, that's about it for right now. I know that kid wants to talk, but we'll have to save that for next time. He's not important enough. Put some freaking pants on!